What you just watched was broadcast on live television. Not in a movie, not in a television show, not as a prank uploaded to the internet. It happened on November 22nd, 1987. A masked man somehow took control of 2 television stations in Chicago and interrupted their broadcasts. Millions of dollars worth of equipment, professional engineers, federal investigators. None of them ever discovered who was behind the mask. "38 years later, the case remains unsolved. This is the Max Headroom incident, one of the strangest and most disturbing mysteries in television history. To understand what happened that night, you need to understand who Max Headroom was. In 1985, British television produced a movie about a fictional journalist named Edison Carter. Carter gets into an accident, and his consciousness is uploaded into a computer. The AI version of him becomes Max Headroom, a glitching, stuttering, virtual television host. By 1987, Max Headroom had become a cultural phenomenon. The character appeared in television shows, advertisements, interviews, and magazines. Millions of people recognized the face, which is exactly what made the disguise so strange. It was a Sunday night. Chicago sportscaster Dan Rowan was covering the highlights of a Bears game on WGN Channel 9. It was 9:14 in the evening. Viewers at home saw exactly what they always saw. And then, they did not. Suddenly, the screen went black. A strange figure appeared on screen. The figure wore a Max Headroom mask and stood in front of a moving metal background. The interruption lasted only a few seconds. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the signal disappeared. Inside WGN, engineers scrambled to understand what had happened. The interruption had come from somewhere outside the station. Whoever had done it understood broadcast technology. The engineers believed the problem was over. The interruption had lasted only a few seconds. The broadcast resumed normally. But roughly 2 hours later, it happened again. Viewers had no idea who they were watching. The signal appeared to come from somewhere outside the station. Within hours, engineers, television executives, and federal investigators began trying to understand what had happened. The interruption wasn't a prank inside the station. Someone had managed to overpower the station's microwave transmission signal. To pull off the hijack, the intruder needed equipment, technical knowledge, and the right location. This wasn't something an ordinary viewer could do from a living room. Despite the investigation, no arrests were made. No one ever came forward. No credible suspect was ever identified. In the years after the incident, internet researchers, particularly on Reddit, dug deep into the case. A user named BPOG developed a detailed theory pointing to 2 brothers. The theory gained significant traction, but BPOG himself eventually ruled it out. Some investigators believe this was a deliberate act of media commentary. The choice of Max Headroom is important here. The character himself was a satirical critique of media culture. Some researchers believe the costume was chosen intentionally. The hijackers are almost certainly still alive. They would be in their 50s or 60s today. they have never spoken publicly. Possibly just one. It is 2026. The footage still exists. The FCC case file is still technically open. No suspect has ever been named. Reddit threads, documentaries, academic papers. We do not know who did this. We may never know. Somewhere out there, someone knows who was behind that mask. They have kept that secret for 38 years. Drop your theory in the comments. Subscribe for more cases like this.